Diagnosis for today's guest lecture on Canvas of Artificial Intelligence, Radiology and Beyond 2025.
It's a beautiful morning and we are gathered here to enrich ourselves with the wisdom of our highly dignified resource speaker, Dr. Praveen Shastri sir. Today's topic, Canvas of Artificial Intelligence, Radiology and Beyond 2025, promises to take us on a journey into the future of medical diagnostics by Dr. Praveen sir. This lecture offers a practical deep dive into how AI is revolutionizing in medical practices, translating pixels into precise clinical insights. Furthermore, providing a practical exploration of AI application in real world.
Designed for radiologists, orthopedic surgeons, emergency physicians, general practitioners, and medical educators, this talk will explore how AI tools, including ChatGPT model, can support diagnosis, decision-making, and teaching, while maintaining the essential human touch in medicine. Get ready for a balanced real-world perspective on integrating AI effectively in everyday clinical practice.
We are honored and privileged to have amongst us our dignitaries and members of organizing committee.
I request Dr. Bola Ramprasad sir, Chief Organizing Secretary of the guest lecture and Head of the Department of Radio Diagnosis, and Dr. Lakshmikant sir, Professor Department of Radiology, to welcome and kindly escort the dignitaries onto the dais.
The Chairman of KANACHURU Health Sciences Advisory Council. We heartily welcome Dr. Kanvas sir, Dean of KANACHURU Institute of Medical Sciences.
We would now like to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Anjan Kumar A.S. sir, in charge Medical Superintendent, KANACHURU Hospital and Research Center.
It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. M.V. Prabhu sir, member of KANACHURU Health Sciences Advisory Council.
We now give a special welcome to Dr. Rohan Monis sir, Chief Administrative Officer, KANACHURU Hospital and Research Center.
It is with great honor and joy we would like to welcome Dr. Praveen Shastri sir, our resource speaker.
We heartily welcome Mr. Sandeepa H.G., Relationship Banking Head and Deputy Vice President of Retail Branch Banking.
We also extend a warm welcome to Dr. Bola Ramprasad sir, Chief Organizing Secretary of today's guest lecture and Head of Department of Radio Diagnosis.
We would also like to welcome Dr. Lakshmikant H.K. sir, Chief Organizing Secretary of today's guest lecture and Professor of Department of Radio Diagnosis.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد خلقنا الإنسان من سلالة من طين ثم جعلناه نطفة في قرار مكين ثم خلقنا النطفة علقة فخلقنا العلقة مضغة فخلقنا المضغة عظاما فكسونا العظام لحما ثم أنشأناه خلقا آخر فتبارك الله أحسن الخالقين. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. And certainly did we create man from an extract of clay. Then we placed him as a sperm drop in a firm lodging. Then we made the sperm drop into a clinging clot, and we made the clot into a lump of flesh. And we made from the lump bones, and we covered the bones with flesh. Then we developed him into another creation. So blessed is Allah, the best of the creators. Assalamu alaikum.
Let us stand together as we sing the Nada Gite, embracing the essence of Karnataka's identity and our shared commitment to its values.
ನಾವು ಇಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ನಾಡಗೀತೆಯ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ.
ಜಯ ಭಾರತ ಜನನಿಯ I kindly request the dignitaries and organizing committee to inaugurate the ceremony by watering the plants.
I would like to welcome Dr. Mohammed Ismail sir, Chairman of KANACHURU Health Sciences Advisory Council, to kindly share a few words with us.
Good morning, dignitaries on the dais. Honor and privilege for me to stand before you to speak one or two words about the canvas of radiology and the AI. The canvas written here, the spelling is KAN instead of CAN. So it is a transliteration of the canvas. So when I got the invitation, I thought whether we are going to paint all our machines with some color. So that's what I was just thinking. But then, artificial intelligence, which has come into our existence. Once upon a time when we were all the medical students, the radiology department was nothing but looking at the x-rays with the squinted eyes, nothing more. They didn't have any machines. And then comes the machines, lot of machines, CT scan, MRI, ultrasound and so on and so forth. Then the people started putting brain into the machine, and that is called artificial intelligence. It's a wonderful thing. We could have never imagined that today's machines can think and also bring about a sea change in whatever thinking of us in the Department of Medicine, Radiology, and in the whole of the gamut of medicine and science. It has gone to such an extent that the future cannot be imagined. So much is the paradigm shift from what it was to what it is going to be. Today, if you want to park the car, you don't have to do anything. It's got a parallel parking. You have ADAS in the car. It takes the speed, it breaks the speed, it changes the lane, it doesn't do that and do that. You don't have to do anything. Just sit. Elon Musk brought his cars with robots. You just sit and order. It will take you wherever you want. That is the beauty of an artificial intelligence. But then, as we all know, you have put the brain into the machine, but have you put the heart into it? No. Because the machines are, yes, they are our colleagues, they are our companions, they are our partners. But we should not allow them to become our boss. Because the artificial intelligence does not have the heart. Let us say you diagnose a patient as, say for example, cancer by artificial intelligence, and then the AI will tell you that this is the diagnosis. But then, as a clinician, we have been practicing your tender touch, love and affection, and telling the patient that he has a small type of cancer, but not to worry, you will be alright. He is going to make a lot of difference for the patient's welfare and the hope. And not give hopes. Artificial intelligence is on CNN, convoluted neural network. It works on that. It works on a lot of algebras and mathematics and so on. And what if the artificial intelligence gives a wrong diagnosis? Because AI is not taken a Hippocratic oath. Has it? No. What is the Hippocratic oath says? Primum non nocere. Primarily, don't do any harm. That kind of things, whether it is going to be in the future, or Dr. Shastri will tell us about the artificial intelligence and the future and so on, but I doubt whether the artificial intelligence will have the heart of all the problems. After all, though we think from the brain, we always tell heart is the most important for empathy, sympathy, emotion and so on. So my dear students and the staff members and all of us including me, that we should not be totally enamored by the the artificial intelligence. It is very good, very important. Whatever machines we are all having, everything has got artificial intelligence, including my mobile phone, your mobile phone. The smartphone is nothing but an artificial intelligence. It all started in 1952. Artificial intelligence has been going on for 1952. But then there was something called as artificial intelligence winter of artificial intelligence. All the artificial intelligence came to a standstill. Nothing progressed. I think it started somewhere around 1980s onwards. Now we know that artificial intelligence can do anything, and even if you want to speak somewhere, in any language you want, it will give you the speech. If you ask me, can you speak in Greek? I said, why not? Because if the artificial intelligence is there, it will give you. So artificial intelligence has completely changed the whole gamut of science, medicine, and the whole world. It has come to stay, and it is never going to go away again. But the problem is, are we going to lose our intelligence? Are we going to make our intelligence lesser? Totally and 100% believing only in artificial intelligence may reduce our brain. The best way to keep away the Alzheimer's disease is keep thinking. You know that? You have to keep thinking, you have to keep reading, you have to keep conversing. That is the best way to reduce the Alzheimer's disease. They found that Alzheimer's disease is more common among the people who keep their brain inside the skull and don't use it. Of course, now that we know that there is something called as amyloid, which is the one which is giving rise to Alzheimer's disease, and you have the anti-amyloid monoclonal antibodies for prevention there. But whatever certain, then the statistics say people who use their brain will get less Alzheimer's disease, and thanks to the artificial intelligence, whether we are going to have more number of Alzheimer's disease, I am not sure. With this, I would like to end my opening remark about artificial intelligence, and Dr. Shastri is going to teach you everything about artificial intelligence. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. Thanks a lot.
Dr. Rohan Moni sir, Chief Administrative Officer, KANACHURU Institute of Medical Sciences, to kindly share few words.
I was a bit lucky to have experiences in different arenas. I would just like to take 5 minutes to explain to you what had happened. This is way back in 2010. I'm with the Apollo Health City as one of the intensivists working in the neurocritical care unit. And then what happens is I get voted into a health tech company there. And I get exposed to a project. Now what is the project? There is a company called Welldoc. It's a tech company, a health tech company based out of US, and they are in competition with a pharmaceutical company. Now what is the competition based out of? Which organization will kill the glycosylated hemoglobin in a patient first? So this competition took place for about 6 months, and guess who won the competition? It was the health tech company. What did Welldoc have? Welldoc had a chronic disease management program wherein they had, apart from medical therapy, they also insisted on behavioral therapy. And fast forward, what happened is FDA approved it, and doctors in US as early as 2010 could prescribe an app to their patients. And they've actually formatted different kind of structures into chronic breathlessness, asthma, COPD, etc. They call it this. So this is way back in 2010. 2019, what happened was I got lucky. I qualified as a Grand Award jury judge for a competition called ISEF, International Science and Engineering Fair, which happened in the US. And so I flew down there. And ISEF is one of the biggest platforms on planet Earth for kids from grade 8 to 12 to display their projects on STEM projects. And it was a 5-day event, marvelous, beautiful. I met astronauts from NASA. But on the closing day, who was the person who won the first prize? It was an Indian-American boy who was in grade 12. He got out a subject, a story, wherein he reduced the treatment time of a traumatic patient having vertebral fractures in a hospital. How did he achieve that? So his dad was a radiologist, and he used a multi-language model solution wherein that algorithm could learn a lot of these scans on the CTs and the MRs, and they had a protocol initiated like an overlay on top of it, and before the doctor arrived, the system gave you a pop-up, gave you the initial treatment. What was the outcome? 60% reduction in the morbidities and mortalities. And this kid won, I mean, the prize money was $1 million US, number one. Number two, he got admission into the Ivy League college of his choice. Number three, he had an asteroid named after him after the Lincoln observatories. So there are so many such events or platforms happening right now as we speak. And why are the techpreneurs or health techpreneurs addressing this situation of AI in healthcare? They call it like the healthcare crisis. What is the healthcare crisis? Shortage of doctors, shortage of nurses, ineffectivity or inefficiency of doctors, the burden of disease. Then we talk about antibiotic resistance, the loss of present days. Then you have pandemics happening, people not working, so on and so forth. And because of that, okay, fine. Now let's talk to the machines. Let us teach the machines how to help us in our particular format. This is how it has happened, and fast forward today, we have amazing solutions which have come out. It's a boon and a bane, yes, but what is happening is I think we have to embrace technology like as we move forward. Like Dr. Ismail very beautifully put it, Elon Musk has come out with autonomous cars. Today we have AI engines, artificial intelligence engines reading across diseases. You put on the symptoms and you've got a differential diagnosis happening. And I'm really happy and proud saying that, okay, fine. I mean, in radiology we have a platform wherein for the first time in KANACHURU we are talking about AI for radiology based care. Now what has KANACHURU done? Recently we've tied up an MOU with Aloysius Institute of Management and Sciences, which is all out of Kotikal, Viri. We've had a very strategic MOU with them, and they are very IT savvy. They also have a supercomputer parked over there. So what we will be doing is, what we'll be initiating is some projects with them in which we can come out with apps or some AI solutions which is community based and helping a lot of people in our environments or in the ecosystems we live in. And hopefully, we see things happening. There will be one put forward for the scientific committee. From our institute, myself and Dr. Shamjit, we're taking this forward. From that institute, we have Director Dr. Kiran Kaur and Dr. Ruben who will be front-ending it. And if any of you over here have got some ideation, have got some thought process, want to do some work around health tech, innovation, AI, or want to take it forward and want to be a part of this process, please come forward, talk to us. We would love to take things forward, and we'll see how we can use data, prospective, retrospective, no matter what, so that we can do it for the further. I think this is the way forward, trying to help us with disease density, reducing the burden of disease, and if there's something that we can do about preventive care, I think it's going to be a huge, huge need for mankind. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ರೇಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಡೀನ್ ಶಾನವಾಸ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಇಸ್ಮಾಯಿಲ್ ಇತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಹನ್ ಮೋನಿಸ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಹಿರಿಯ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳೇ, ರೇಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ನೆನಪು ನನಗೆ ರೇಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನನ್ನ ವಯಸ್ಸು 16ರಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಸೊಂಟದ ಮೂಳೆ ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುರಿಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏಟು ಬಿದ್ದು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಹಾಗೆ ಮಲಗಿದಲ್ಲೇ ಆಯಿತು, ಎದ್ದು ನಡೆಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. 1972ರಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಕಣಚೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ಕಣಚೂರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರು ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯ ಒಂದು ವಿಲೇಜಿನ ಹೆಸರು ಕಣಚೂರು ಅಂತ. ಅದೇ ವಿಲೇಜಿನ ಹೆಸರು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಆವತ್ತು ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ತೆಗಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ಮಿಷನ್ಗಳು. ಶಂಕರ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಮೂಡಿಗೆರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಸರಾಂತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಗೂ ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಔಷಧಿ ಕೊಡೋದು, ನಾಡಿ ಮಿಡ್ತಾ ಹಿಡಿದು ಔಷಧಿ. ನನಗೂ ಗುಳಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲೂ ಸರಿಯಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಶಂಕರ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವವರು ಅವರು ಈ MBBS ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮಿಗಿಲಾಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಡ್ಡಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಈಗ ಅವರು ವಯಸ್ಕರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗಲೂ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣುತ್ತದೆ. ಅವರು MBBS ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಮೂಡಿಗೆರೆಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು. ಅವರು ಈ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಈ ನೋವನ್ನು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಅವಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ತೆಗಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಈಗ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳು ಕೂಡ ರೇಡಿಯಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ MD ಮಾಡಿ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿಯಾದ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಈ ರೇಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ, ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಅಂದಾಜು ಈ ರೇಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳಾಗಿ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಶಂಕರ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಯಾರೂ ಔಷಧಿ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನನ್ನ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಇಸ್ಮಾಯಿಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳುವುದು ಬ್ಲಡ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟು ಅಥವಾ ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಕಾಯಿಲೆ ಏನಿದೆ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ಈ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗಳಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ಪೆನ್ನಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಔಷಧಿ ಬರೆಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ ನನ್ನ ಅಂದಾಜು. ಸರಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿತವಾಗಿ ನೀವು ನಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಅವರಿಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ನಿಮಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದರ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಔಷಧಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಸರಿಯಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ನ ಮಗಳ ಹತ್ರ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದೆ, ನೀನು ಯಾಕಮ್ಮ ರೇಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ MD ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಈಸಿ ಕೆಲಸಪ್ಪ, ಏನು ಇದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವಳ ಗಂಡನಿಗೆ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಈಸಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಅವಳಿಂದ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ಮತ್ತು ನನಗೇನು ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅನುಭವ ಅಥವಾ ಮತ್ತೊಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಯುವ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನೀವು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಕಲೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಕಲಿತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಗಳು ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಣಿಯಾಗಿ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಿ ಉತ್ತಮ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳಾಗಿ ಈ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೇವೆ ಆಗುವ ಹಾಗೆ ನೋಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಜೈ ಹಿಂದ್.
Your kind words. I now invite Dr. Bolaram Prasad, Chief Organizing Secretary of today's guest lecture and Head of Department of Radiodiagnosis, to deliver the oath of this inaugural ceremony.
ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನದಿಂದ ಆದರೆ ಹೃದಯವಂತಿಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ವೈದ್ಯನಿಂದ. Intelligence may evolve with technology, but compassion still belongs to the healer. ವೈದ್ಯನು ನೋಡುವನು ರೋಗವನ್ನು, AI sees the truth beneath the layers. ಹೃದಯವಿಲ್ಲದೆ AI, ದೃಷ್ಟಿವಿಲ್ಲದ ವೈದ್ಯ, ಎರಡು ಅಪೂರ್ಣ. AI without heart and a doctor without vision both remain incomplete. So as we come to the end of this insightful event, it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on the behalf of the organizing team. First and foremost, I thank the chairman, Sir Dr. Haji UK Monu sir, who has been whose dynamic effort has raised this institution into this level. and we are all a part of it. Mr. Abdul Rahman sir, who is not there in this program, our beloved director, his insight into the entire, all the departments and the depth he perceives into all the departments has made this institution to what it is. Sir, Dr. Mohammed Ismail sir, my teacher, and his whatever instructions he gives is right from my childhood days, MBBS days, is a advice which helps us all to follow the instructions which will help us in all the programs. Our resource person of the day, Dr. Praveen Shastri, he is, we actually, he has taken his time and we got it postponed, this program, 3 days. Still he agreed with us and he has come to enlighten us with his knowledge, insights in artificial intelligence. We also thank the bank members, that is from HDFC, Dr. Mr. Sandeepa and his team for being with us today. I also, on behalf of our organizing committee, I welcome Dr. M.V. Prabhu sir, my teacher, who is being with us. I thank him to be with us today. Dr. Anjan Das and Dr. Rohan Manish, who has come and shared his insights into this artificial intelligence. We thank you for being with us. I also, on behalf of the organizing team, I thank all the members of our department, inclusive of Dr. Lakshmikant and all our staffs, for giving me able support in organizing this program. I thank mainly our Dean, Dr. Kanvas sir, who has been the encouraging, actually in the past 3 days he has made this possible with all his insights, and actually till yesterday we were with him and he made all the arrangements possible, and our chairman has asked us to give some insights in Kannada and especially in Nadagite. We thank you, sir. Then we thank all the HODs of various departments and the staffs who have come to this program. We thank all the students, PGs and postgraduates of all the various. We thank the technical persons, even Chetana and the team, who are our staffs who have been with us and supported us. I also thank the ITT department, Avinash and his team.